Hey everyone, K-Mully here. Pokemon Fire Red with only Skitty was an interesting challenge to say the least, but also really fun to do. Today we'll be seeing if we can take on Pokemon Fire Red with only Swablu. Swablu has pretty decent stats with his highest being defense and special defense. Only being weak to electric, ice, and rock is pretty nice, and resisting ground and ghost will come in handy. By level up we don't learn that many good moves until Takedown, but we should be able to take more hits. TMs such as Aerial Ace and Ice Beam will come in handy. This intro is being written before I begin the challenge and will be written as I progress. Leave a comment if I can become the champion or not. I feel like it's possible, but the Elite Four might be rough. Going over the rules quickly. I can only use Swablu in battle. I will need other Pokemon for HMs, but they cannot fight. No using glitches or exploits, no items in battle, except for health items and Pokeballs. And if you like the video, please make sure to subscribe. I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Bulbasaur with Swablu. Our rival will have Charizard, as this might be the strongest against us. I named her Strife after Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Also, shiny form is gold like Cloud. We have Series for our nature, which means our stat boosts are neutral. And our ability is Natural Cure, which heals status inflections when swapped out of battle. Great ability, just useless in a Swablu only run. While fighting our rival, I wanted to mention something. I honestly thought Swablu was Dragon Flying. While doing some research, I saw that we don't even learn Dragon type move, so no same type attack bonus. But it turns out Swablu is just a much stronger Pidgey, which can still be interesting to use. Our starting moves are Growl and Peck, so at least we have an attack that will be boosted by our type. The first gym uses Rock type Pokemon, so Peck won't be effective. Astonish is a Ghost type and will deal neutral damage to Geodude and Onix. I train up in Viridian Forest since Peck is super effective against Bug Pokemon and will help with grinding. I can tell that we will need to be high in the levels for Astonish to deal any real damage. At level 12, we attempt to face Brock. My plan is to put him to sleep, use Growl, and then use Astonish with the help of flinching him. Swablu and Geodude can hardly do any damage to each other, so it's a slow back and forth. Eventually we take down Geodude and move on to Onix. Onix gets us down to 1 HP with Rock 2 and finishes us with Bind. At level 16 we try again and have better luck with flinching Geodude. Bind causes us to take damage every turn, but chips away at our health faster. We have to be a lot stronger. Level 23 and I go with a new plan. Struggle is a 50 power normal type move that all Pokemon can use once they run out of power points. It isn't affected by type, so it will deal neutral damage to Rock type, with recoil damage equal to a fourth of the damage dealt. This makes the fight a lot smoother, getting us our first badge. After getting through Mount Moon, we reach Cerulean City and take on a rival. We're at the point where we can one-shot a lot of Pokemon, but the levels are now creeping up. Pidgeotto goes down after multiple uses of Fury, Attack, and Peck. As for the rest of the team, they all go down pretty easily to Peck. Gym leader time, and first up is Staryu. Staryu and Starmie both love using Recover to heal off any damage, making the final blow difficult to pull off. Staryu eventually goes down to Fury Attack, and last is Starmie. Starmie is part Psychic, which is weak against Ghost type moves. With enough flinches and Fury Attacks, we eventually defeat Misty. On the way to Vermilion, we hit level 31 and learn Takedown, a 90 powered normal type move with 85 accuracy and recoil. Another low accuracy normal type move, but at least we can do some serious damage with it. While clearing out the S.S.N., I should mention this is where I pick up the team for Rest. Rest puts you to sleep and restores you to full HP. I'm picking this up in case it might be useful down the road. Alright, once we're aboard the S.S.N., we take on our rival once again. He leads the battle with Pidgeotto, who mainly tries using standard attack to lower our accuracy, and Gus. A few takedowns easily bring it down. Next up is Raticate, and is an easy one-shot, followed by Kadabra, which goes down to Astonish. And finally is Charmeleon, which is able to burn us through Ember, but easily goes down to Takedown. We charge into Lieutenant Surge's gym and make lightning fast work of his team. Voltorb goes down to Takedown, same with Pikachu, and Raichu as well. On the way to Rock Tunnel, we pick up Aerial Ace, a 90 powered flying type move that can't miss. Obviously much better than Peck. One note what's super annoying, the last trainer in Rock Tunnel was supposed to be an easy win, but we ran out of power points for our attacking moves, got poisoned, and lost to a Pidgey. Time to face Erica. Despite Aerial Ace having immense power, we can still hardly one-shot her team. Victory Belt paralyzes us early on, which cuts our speed in half, and they prevent us from attacking. Luckily, we are able to keep landing Aerial Aces and finish off the rest of our team with no issues. After clearing out the Rocket Hideout, we go up against Giovanni. We can eventually beat Onix with Astonish, but Rhyhorn lowers our defense and speed enough time for Kangaskhan to knock us out easily. Our biggest issue is that we don't have a solid way of dealing with rock types. So to fix that, I head over to Viridian City and cut down the tree block and move tutor with Dream Eater. Now Dream Eater is a psychic type move that drains the sleeping Pokemon's health while restoring the users. With the right sleep luck, this could really come in handy. And Dream Eater absolutely demolishes his team. Just look at how much damage we did to Onyx. With our stats still normal, we were able to take out Kangaskhan with no problems, taking down Giovanni. Alright, time for the next rival fight, and I gotta be honest, I completely forgot that this was even here. Pidgeotto pointlessly uses Sand Attack, which doesn't even affect Aerial Ace, as Aerial Ace has always lands. Swablu is basically twice the levels of our rival, so everything gets one-shotted for the most part. Alright, so my plan for Koga is to use Aerial Ace to counteract Minimize. He uses Minimize to raise his evasiveness, which makes it harder to land hits. So then, with enough luck, I'll use Sing and Dream Eater to restore health while knocking them out. My first attempt goes pretty well as we take down his 2 Coughings and Muck. However, the Wheezing is far too tanky and we get Poison and go down. 6 attempts later, we finally get a run where we win. Alright, time to take on the Silphco Tower and another rival fight. I should mention that I picked up the leftovers for Swablu, as it will benefit her high HP and defenses. At the end of the turn, it restores some health. I want to look how much stronger we are than Pidgeot, and the fact that Takedown, a 90 power move with the same type of attack bonus, doesn't even take it out in one hit. Yeah, our attack is awful. Gyarados keeps using Dragon Rage, which always deals 40 damage when used. Charizard is able to be put asleep and have his Dream Eaten, and Execute plus Alakazam go down without any problems. Giovanni still isn't that hard to beat, especially now that we have access to Dream Eater. We do end up getting poisoned by Nidorino, but takedown hits for serious damage against Kangaskhan. Last up is Nidoqueen, but 2 Dream Eaters are able to win it for us. Alright, time to take on Sabrina. Her entire team has poor physical defense, allowing her takedown and Aerial Ace to quickly plow through her entire team. Up next is Blaine, and both Growlithe and Arcanine have Intimidate, which lowers our attack as soon as they enter the field. Last, Fire Blast is Blaine's best move, which does massive damage to us despite the level cap. Luckily, Fire Blast has a low accuracy, which misses enough time. We got pretty lucky with surviving multiple Fire Blasts, and eventually we're able to win the battle, earning us our 7th gym badge. Alright, so Giovanni is the last gym leader, and the final time we have to take him down. He still uses ground poison types, despite his team improving quite a bit. Rhyhorn is a quick fix with Dream Eater. Dugtrio has low enough defenses for physical moves, and I send the King and Queen to Dreamland right before I devour any chance of them winning the battle. Alright, so the next rival fight is a bit difficult. We lose the first time, but manage to win the next try. Pidgeot mainly tries lowering her attack by 2 stages, which makes it even weaker than it already is. Rhydon goes down pretty easily with Dream Eater. Execute survives an Aerial Ace and paralyzes us with Sunsborn. Another Aerial Ace takes it out, but being paralyzed is going to be a bit unsettling. Alakazam tries setting up with Calm Mind, but Takedown and Aerial Ace are enough to take it down. I guess you can say Future Sight couldn't predict that. Anyways, Gyarados lowers our attack even more with his ability, and making Dream Eater our best option. For the most part, it's a stalemate with Sing not connecting, / being paralyzed, and Gyarados not hitting us that often. This last part of the battle I'm speeding up just because of how insanely long it took. Last is Charizard, and we have a much easier time with it. Dream Eater is able to bring it down to low health, enough to be finished off with Takedown next turn. So at the end of Victory Road, I learned Double Edge from the move tutor and replaced Takedown. Double Edge is a much stronger move, as even though we take more recoil damage, a third of what we do instead of a fourth, it has 100% accuracy just starting off. So here are our stats before we take on the Elite Four. I think we can do it without needing to reach level 100, but I'm a little skeptical. Lorelei uses her Dugong first, and it goes down with the 2 double edges, but it does leave us with half health with Ice Beam. Next up is Slowbro, and it sets up with Amnesia, and it puts us to sleep with the Yawn. A few Ice Beams take us down, and we try again at level 88. This time we put Dugong to sleep and use Dream Eater, and we get it down to red health before default restores. Double Edge brings it down like before. Aerial Ace crits bringing it to half, and Double Edge leaves it with a slither of health. We wake up for the KO. Jinx is super frail and goes down to a single Double Edge. Luckily, Lapras falls asleep with Sing first turn, and lets Dream Eater do its work. Once it's in the red, it restores with a Citrus Berry, preventing the AI to use a full restore. Oyster is annoying with non-offensive moves like Spikes, Protect, and Hail. Dive is also annoying as it takes 2 turns to land, but Double Edge finishes off for the win once it resurfaces. Bruno's rocket fighting types are no match for Swablu. We use the strategy of Sing and Dream Meter for Onyx and Aerialites for the fighting type. Hitmonchan does know the elemental punches, which Swablu is weak up to 2 of them. His Pokemon will use Rock Tomb as a check to flying type. Rock Tomb does lower the opponent's speed each time it lands, so that's something we have to worry about. And speaking of land, we just land ourselves another win with Onyx going down. Alright, time to take on Agatha. She only took 2 attempts surprisingly. Her gimmick is to use Hypnosis and Dream Meter. Wow, that sounds like a really familiar strategy. Yes, anyways, Gengar loves spamming Double Team, raising its evasion. Aerialites makes all that setting up worthless. For the non-Ghost type Pokemon, Double Team does decent damage, but Arbok lowers her attack, making it weaker. Dream Meter is Psychic, making this not an issue. Once her second Gengar faints, she brings out Haunter, which is no threat whatsoever. It actually is Mean Look, which prevents us from switching out, as if we had the option to do that anyways. Alright, so for the Battle of Lands, I decided to use up all the rare candies. I have 6 Dragonite, is an absolute beast to deal with. If you look at our moves I taught Swablu, we added Attract and Steel Wing. Attract causes Pokemon of the opposite gender to fall in love, and has a chance to prevent them from attacking. This is similar to Paralysis, except healing off with a full restore doesn't get rid of it. You can only get rid of it if you swap out like with Confusion. And Steel Wing is my alternative to Rock and Ground types. Steel Wing, while low accuracy, has the chance of raising her defense. Since a lot of Pokemon coming up have strong physical moves, it'll be nice if we can get the boost even once. Thunder Wave lowers our speed and possibly prevents from attacking. I'm using Steel Wing as much as possible against the second Dragonair, as we are in a stalemate, and for the slight chance of getting a defense boost. Double Edge is strong enough to finish off Dragonite, but I need to make sure the recoil damage doesn't hurt us too badly to be taken out next turn. Alright, champion time, and wow, did this one suck. Pidgeot is mainly there to lower stats, and accuracy as usual, and taking it quickly is recommended. I use this fight against Rhydon to hopefully get defense boost with Steel Wing, and Rhydon hardly hurts us, and Alakazam goes down with Double Edge. Executor lands Sleep Powder and uses Egg Bomb while we're asleep, and I use this battle as a way to stall while Leftover heals off some damage. Okay, so Gyarados is the reason why this battle took 14 minutes. I'm completely serious. I normally speed these battles up to save on swapping time, but this is just something else entirely. So my plan was to use Attract, then use Steel Wing to save on power points. I didn't realize how many full restores the champion has. Double Edge is our best move, but with our low health, I was trying to be careful with the recoil damage. I also need to make sure to save power points on Attract for when Charizard is up. I say this as I'm wondering if this battle would ever end. And eventually, yeah, Gyarados does go down and pulls out Charizard. Alright, finally Charizard is up and we make it fall in love with us on the very first turn. Fire Blast brings us to 40 health and Leftovers back up to 50. We get back up to 70 health, get a very lucky critical hit with Double Edge, and survive with 7 health and beat the champion. I gotta say, that was an interesting run. My assumption was that Swablu would have some nice moves it could learn on top of its high defenses, but you know, things happen. If you like the video, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter where I post updates and various memes. Anyways, check out some of the other videos if you want, and I'll see you guys next time.